It's May 10th, 2026. Happy Mother's Day to all the lovely mothers out there, all the women of the world, and just the entire female population doing a lot more than they have had to for the entire existence of humanity. I think women are incredible, especially all the moms out there. I can't imagine, I'll never be able to imagine what it's like bearing children, and you know, I think that's just a I think like the act of that happening at all and the creation of life is such a miraculous thing, and it's really crazy when you think about it. You know, someone being able to give birth to another human being is just a wild fucking idea, and it's just, you know, normal, obviously. It's just like we're just, you know, used to it, obviously, and it's necessary to keep everything going. But I sometimes just stop and think, like, Jesus Christ, like, what is that actually like? I'll never know what that's like. But I'm gonna see if my mom's all right with saying something on camera for you all, and I gotta go to work later. I'm sorry that the last couple of uploads have been so long. I really gotta chill out with these rants, or chill out with, not that I'm concerned with what I'm saying or anything, I just don't want it to be so long and have to take fucking forever to upload it. These longer ones just take too long to upload. So I'm gonna do my best to keep these a little more succinct, or not go on rants for too long at least, and maybe just try to get little bits of it. As you can see, I'm contradicting exactly what I'm saying right now, and I can end this. So I'm gonna end this. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day 2026. I am honored that my son asked me to say something for his vlog. So let me think about something that I would like to pass on to everybody. I heard today that a mom isn't just a physical being, but it's an idea of someone who supports and nurtures you. So William Shakespeare used to call these women ghostly mothers, and I think it's a great term, but I also believe that your community can be your mother. So if you don't have a good relationship with your community, start with yourself, build it up, and be that nurturing, supportive person that someone might need. Peace out.
Very well said. Happy Mother's Day. Love you.
Love you too, baby.
As you can see, she's much better at communication and public speaking than I am. But yeah, I love my mom very much. I love all the mothers out there, at least you know, the ones that are showing up and doing what they can. Yeah, I'm gonna go to work in a little bit here and see what the rest of the day has for us in store. I wish I caught that. That was so, like, right before I hit record.
Just say that again?
No. Say whatever you want.
I don't know. Just again, thanks for being my mummy. I don't know. She's a really good mom, and
well, she raised you guys, so you guys are lovely.
she's a very lovely woman, and is always going above and beyond, especially with me, because I'm kind of a spaz, and it's good that I have a mom that's patient, because otherwise I'd be under 95.
She sounds like she seems like a really amazing girl. I still plan on coming by and meeting your parents for saying.
I gotta get the lawn cut. My lawn's so long right now because our mower's broke. We're getting a new one. It's just like one of those things, like that's not the priority right now. There's been like other things, and it's like the grass ain't going nowhere. But yeah, like, right. I do need to get them.
Now everyone's got that, like there are certain things that have more emphasis than others, or like certain things that are of more importance, and the timing of it, like whatever's immediately important when it comes to bills,
right? When it rains, it pours. You got like 3 things that need to be fixed, and you're like, okay, well, which one needs to be fixed first?
Dude, my fucking car maintenance shit always happens when I like have to spend money on other shit too. And thankfully, see, like since I stopped quitting gigs, I don't drive nearly as much.
Yeah, and see, you drive in weird places too. You're not used to. See, like there could be debris you're not used to on those roads. And
I've gotten way less nails in the last 7 or 8 months than when I was driving down south.
November is a month to focus on goals.
I don't know if it's gonna focus.
Well, the one I got a minute ago
It's just
said...
you holding up a blurred.
Well, then I can make it say whatever I want.
Yeah, we can add whatever to that.
And then the one I got earlier said I was going to have financial gain in December. So there you go. November, December is going to be pretty good for me, I guess. The cookie told me so.
Fuck it, dude! You win the lottery, and it's just like
Lose it all by January.
And then before New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Before New Year's Eve. But then it just has like a little thing like, you know, love Santa, like on the lottery ticket itself. I don't think I've ever had a fortune cookie. I've got a few, I think, that resonate. I've taken pictures of them. Maybe they're backed up somewhere. I think like the few that have stood out to me is just anything music related. Anything for the arts or whatever for me, like when it comes to
see that would make sense. I don't think I've ever gotten one about like writing before or like working at a dispensary.
Yeah. Should we?
You will get a dope fucking dank strain in soon that will sell well, and I'm like, yeah.
You get one that says the laws will be in your favor this November.
Yeah, Mitch McConnell isn't well. Prepare for the laws to change.
Should we test out? You want to test out those Seinfeld DVDs that are duds and see if they actually work on any of the things here?
We can. Dud. Damn.
I don't know if they will.
It's kind of heavy.
Oh yeah, and it's one of those things where it's kind of a pain in the fucking ass to get them out. You have to like push really hard. Basically, just push really hard on these, and like it has to like.
I like the different fucking pictures of them.
Yeah, I really just love the commentaries, bro. I didn't know this. They fucking. You know, they were fucking no. They had very few celebrity cameos, obviously, right? They had like Bernadette Peters and Keith Hernandez and shit. They had very few. I was watching the Boyfriend episode with Keith Hernandez, and I think I almost called her Elaine. Julia Louis-Dreyfus was saying how they had all these people that wanted to be celebrity guest stars, but they were very like not even selective. It was just very brief, once in a blue moon. They just didn't want to do that much at all. Yeah. But get this, apparently Paul McCartney reached out to them and was like, I want to be, and they were like, nah. And she was like, can you imagine if we had a Beatle on the show? I was like, holy fuck, I didn't know that. Like that was shocking, or that was pretty crazy.
Look, an old Vulcan.
Yeah.
Who is Pardek?
I have, I'm a TV buff. I have never really gotten into Star Trek, any of them. I watched a little bit of it with my dad, like when he got the Blu-rays. I think I watched the original, like, first episode of the Shatner series. The Shat. Yeah,
I've watched the first episode of the Shat one.
Oh, yeah, the original, because we were just like seeing he just wanted to see like the quality.
Oh no, it changed the TV. Now it's some fucking movie, The Guilt Trip.
Oh, The Guilt Trip.
The Loud House.
There's something very particular about this movie, but I can't put my finger on it. What kind of vibe is this movie?
Okay.
I think we all know what I'm saying, and it's not a bad thing. I think they're very good at comedy, and clearly I'm talking about, white people, and nothing else.
I thought you were insinuating that they had an incestuous relationship.
Oh, and I was just making a joke about them being Jewish.
Oh.
And that vibe in comedies with just most comedies.
Most comedians are from Canada.
Really?
Well, I mean, like a lot of them. I mean, like
what was for stand-up? Purely stand-up?
A lot of our celebrities. Period. Mike Myers, Ryan Reynolds,
Jim Carrey,
Justin Ryan
Bieber.
Gosling, Justin Bieber.
Wait, Ryan Reynolds is Canadian?
I believe so.
He is. Yeah, Ryan Gosling is too. That's right. No wonder they're so fucked up. Mm-hmm. Dude, I love that line in The Breakfast Club when he's looking at all people's, like, everyone's personal files.
Yeah.
He's like, no wonder he's so fucked up. I gotta watch all the John Hughes movies that I haven't seen. I've never seen Pretty in Pink.
Really?
Yeah, that's like a classic, right? Yeah. Oh, I actually read it, bro. Is this gonna actually work?
No, let's see.
The what I kept running into was just a black screen. If it doesn't load at all, then that's why. Did you just pick a random disc?
I think it's disc 1, season 1.
No, that one actually works.
Okay.
So we should we could test maybe like the second or third too.
Yeah, I'll just.
But it actually loaded up. That's a good sign.
Grab one from deep within the archive.
yeah. Hello. Elaine Bettis. My favorite show in the entire fucking world here. Check out this shit that they got too. They have this King Turd collection of Beavis and Butthead, every single episode with the music videos. I gotta get a copy of this myself. So that's pretty fucking cool that that exists. Yeah, I'll take this one. The King Turd collection?
Yeah, I want to say it was like $30 or something.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Damn, I gotta. It was just on the website itself. It's not like you can get it on Amazon or whatever, right?
Well, okay, so you can find it. You can find it in torrent. The King Turd collection.
I think I did.
I just happened to have it on. I just wanted like a hard copy. I've seen them on like what's that called? Etsy. Etsy.
Etsy?
Yeah, the people on there, but the one I got it from was Slocky Seconds, which is a website. Oh yeah, this stuff.
I fucking put it in the wrong one. I got caught up in. I
got caught up in the Slockies.
I got caught up in the King Turd. The King Turdman. Well, dude, it's reading it. I think that PS4 because these did not work on. I don't know. Maybe it was just those random ones in the beginning. Though, like these first couple, some of these first four.
Let's see.
Were kind of weird. I don't know.
We still got to get it to come up. That's the.
Right. I think because it did read it on my PS4, but it didn't load it up. I think it's good, dude. Dude, holy shit! It like works just with random players. It just because it works. Oh Jesus!
It's the apocalypse story. Okay. Well, I've got indigestion, so.
I'm scared, Blaine. Hold me.
Music.
I'm scared. Yeah.
I was like, well, I have indigestion, and then you were like, I'm scared. It was like, big boom, boom, boom,
fucking funny guy right here explodes. Whoa! Like that's the greatest thing ever. I guess, yeah, dude. I guess. Well, now we have a copy at work. But it just heads up if it glitches out or it fucks up, or if you want to take it home, please take it. Serious.
So wait, now you have another one?
Yeah, I already got it. Like that's why I brought this because I was like, fuck it.
All
like,
right. I mean, I guess so.
So
I like Seinfeld. No.
And the reason I messaged him is because I paid like $75 for that shit.
Yeah.
It's not like it was like $20 cheaper. It was like a fucking that's pricey for a DVD collection, especially.
Yeah.
It's not, and the 4K is 200, and the Blu-ray is like 130 or something. So I would love to get the 4K eventually, but that's
cool.
$200. That's crazy. But the quality is probably like way different.
Yeah.
And what's cool is that it's the original 4:3 aspect ratio, not like that bullshit Netflix.
Not like that
stretched.
bullshit Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix fucking like I think they have it in 4K, but it's like stretched. I hate that shit. No one wants to see everything in widescreen.
Look, Elaine is standing like our Lord.
Yeah.
She's got the stigmata. And then George lets you know it's okay.
What I love is how much they're like their characters. Dude, I listen to the commentaries and like Julia and Jason are like so professional, such professional actors, and then Michael Richards is like, you know, kind of bizarre, like just very, you know, withdrawn. Who knows? Now I'm wondering if that was after his, you know, Laugh Factory incident though. Maybe that's why he was kind of reserved. Like I don't like the audio, the commentary sounds like it's definitely in like the 2000s is what I'll say. Like it's at least 5 or 6 years after it aired.
Yeah.
Or after it finished airing. So I'm wondering like when that was. But Jason Alexander is like he's such an actor, bro. Like every single
he really is. He's very professional.
Yeah, every single person in every single scene, he knows their names. He like, you know, he knows all that. She's just super well versed. Yeah. We're gonna play some Fall Guys. He's got a really great look here. He's going for this. We gotta get that summer bod going, man. That looks like SpongeBob when he has the inflatable, the inflatable arms.
Zipper on the back too. I don't know. Maybe I'll do the bean can because that's pretty funny too.
Yeah, I do like that.
And then there's just Sponge Guard, which is hilarious. Like that you can just be Sponge Guard. There's also Dynamite, which is pretty funny. Look, you can be a neckbeard.
Oh my god.
Sorry if any of our fans of the blog are neckbeards. I don't mean to offend you.
Yeah, bro, neckbeards are people too.
Yeah. Well, technically everyone has a neckbeard because it grows on your neck, so.
Mine doesn't really. I have like a little bit here. Now like mine goes like a little bit down, but I don't have to like shave that much.
Oh, that's cool.
Like it doesn't, like I don't have anything. Yours like.
Mine grows
yours
down
goes
like into my
down,
chest
down.
here. I have to like keep mine not connected so I don't look like Lon Chaney Jr.
The angle looks so fucking good. Just like unnecessarily close. Like, oh my. Here, I'll do it too. He's awesome.
Yeah. I like this one that makes you look like posable. It looks like a toy.
Oh yeah.
That one's pretty neat.
I was like, I was processing what you meant by posable. Yeah, like the G.I. Joe like arm
Damn.
thing.
Gold! Well, you got a lot of like fucking crazy ones.
Yeah, that battle pass and grinding for like a couple of seasons.
Look, you're gonna
Just
have a
unlocked a
little
bunch of
mad goblin.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Let's see.
It's making me want to get back into it and maybe try to unlock more. I think I don't know. They changed stuff, just like with Apex. It's like they changed how the season pass works sometimes. I just got burnt out on it though too. It feels like a part-time job once you're doing daily challenges and shit like that. Yeah, the Handsome Squidward's
I
great.
didn't know you could be handsome, Squidward.
I like the pizza one a lot too.
Yeah, pizza's funny. I also like the green beans.
Yeah.
That's really funny. They're like
or they was lima beans. Yeah, I was about to say, or there was wasabi peas or something.
Christmas koala. There's one where you're just a cunt. You have a cunt hog. There's fucking Mansa Musa fucking. This shit ain't nothing to me, man. I'll fucking kill you. Man, you have so many. Like, you really did play this for a while. I didn't realize how, like...
Yeah. this and Apex were like, it was like a daily part-time job for a while. And I think I did get, like, because I got plenty of these, at one point I was like, alright, I don't know what else. Like, I think the reason I didn't do the season passes anymore is I didn't like the skins as much, if I remember correctly.
I feel like they did get stupider.
Yeah, they just started doing like I don't know, just shit that was like too kiddie, or maybe like they had animals, and I'm not crazy about like not the fact that they were animals. It was just kind of basic. It went from like kind of original and cool to kind of like basic generic shit. Or I think it was like the Fortnite thing too, where it was like they started getting, the Incredibles, and they started getting all these different IPs, and I was like, all right, that's not really. Besides SpongeBob, obviously, it's not really my thing. Even the SpongeBob one, though, like I kind of wish I had the normal one. They're like, is the normal one?
Yeah.
As well as the caveman, whatever. What'd you call it?
SpongeGar.
Is that what he's actually called?
Yeah.
That's like the official, like, if you looked on IMDb.
I believe his name is Patar, and then he's SpongeGar. I believe are their caveman names.
I don't remember that. I don't know if I didn't know that.
Well, now you know, and knowing is half the battle.
Yeah, video games make you smart.
Okay, what pose did they... Why does Jerry look like this? Like, what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, everyone else
These
looks
are
kind
okay.
of normal.
Like, I understand,
or they look like their characters, but he, like, what were the photographers telling him? That's what I gotta know.
Yeah, like, Jerry looks like what did he say? What the hell is wrong with his? Like, everyone looks like what their character would be doing except for Jerry. He's like, I don't know what to do with my hands.
It's like they told him, hey, show us your most excited self.
Stand with your arms crossed, but also you're a genie. That's like how a genie stands, like when he talks to a lad.
Oh, everyone thinks it was Sinbad and Shazam or that whatever, but it was actually Jerry.
Why are there so many of Jerry telling me not to tell somebody something? Don't let them know my girlfriends are really young. That's what he said. I knew my girlfriend before she came of age. Also, Superman. That's my Jerry Seinfeld impression.
We love you. We love you, Jerry.
We love you, Jerry.
He won't see this.
I love you, Jerry.
He's too busy.
No, I'm just fucking with you, dumbass.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's too busy being successful. More successful than I'll ever be.
He's getting, coffee with, half-witted comedians. Yeah. I love Norm on that.
Yeah.
I love Norm's clip on that shit though, dude.
That is the best.
It's the hypocrisy that really...
So good.
Yeah.
So it's playing now.
Yeah. So yeah, it worked here. Yeah. So
Let's see.
This is just the strangest thing that it's like only works on particular like specific. I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with my consoles at home. But
Maybe it's just sometimes she goes and sometimes she don't. That time she didn't go. This time she did.
it didn't work on the PlayStation 2.
Fucking way she goes.
Yeah, it's very strange why like these, and that's got to have something to do with the type.
Attention!
Is that the type of DVD-ROM that it is? Maybe,
That too.
Maybe like is
That-
it like
that
there's
could-
like 3 different types.
There are a bunch of
What the
different. So
fuck?
maybe that has to do something with it.
Well, no wonder people moved on from that.
Sont que des interviews.
You had multiple like messages in different languages. Just them reiterating.
The store that you want in the mall. They have the directory. But the problem with it is...
So class. I didn't know that they actually wrote a lot of these stand-ups. Those are like scripted.
Really?
Yeah, I was listening to him saying the commentary, like Larry Charles was like, "Oh, it was really fun writing these and stuff like that." So I always thought it was just him actually doing stand-up,
Yeah.
and then the
Walk right up on it. Then you could tell, you could just be on it going, all right, I'm...
And I told you my theory is that I thought that I never thought that this part of the show was very funny. It was just kind of like, and I always thought that was the joke, was that like Jerry's stand-up wasn't that funny. I don't know, like the fact that
in
like
the show, yeah, they
like
keep saying that. Is that what the fuck?
Is that boat shoe kid?
Yeah. Yeah.
Non-stop action here at the Hemp Hermit. I have to be so careful if I cross one of the other ones out. Oh God.
You're good. That looks great.
So stupid. God damn it. Looks great, man. Looking good. Way to cross out. Oh, fuck. This damn thing. There you go, you fucking dogs. I got a message on my phone. It is from my mother.
Yeah.
I like those things where it's like the camera angle's really high up and someone's eyes are like, they're like,
Well, you want to try it? Just like.
you look like constipated.
Oh my god.
You're like,
Yeah.
I'm hungry. When I go home, I'm going to eat my meal that I made.
We've had some people come in on Mother's Day. It's been pretty steady actually.
Yeah, actually,
Guess-
I'm shocked because it was slow earlier.
Yeah.
It's real slow this morning. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's good.
People got to go visit their mom, so they got to get high so they can handle the talking.
Yeah.
I love my mommy.
Yeah, I love talking to my parents.
Yeah, my parents kick ass.
Yeah. Mine too.
Well, that's train footage.
Probably AI, right? The design of it, at least.
Yeah.
The music, if there's music on it, maybe. Or no, it's probably just like
It's just
the
train
sound. Yeah, the
noises.
sound. That's actually like
I use
oddly
that to
comforting.
sleep.
Yeah, that's very comforting. Actually.
That's why it came up, because I use a lot of these.
I don't know. It looks pretty real to me, though, dude. Like the fucking background versus the picture. We got like Seinfeld playing back here. Still,
My ex-girlfriend,
the tape episode. We're just kind of swooning over Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Yeah. Especially in this episode or whatever.
I told you anything, she'll kill me! Okay, I promise!
Well, now I'm gonna get a copyright. Yeah, I can't film that for too long. I'm gonna have to cut that anyway.
You know.
Hi, George. Something stinks in here.
What are you doing here?
I was the one.
I don't know if I've ever actually done like a tour of the store. Let's take a look at the store. All these products, all the edibles here. Some pieces and some more edibles. We got drinks. We've got other drinks and some more. This right here, I always sell. I try to sell people on this all the time because this Savage Soda, the grape flavored Savage Soda, that Habit drink or whatever, is unbelievably fucking good. Unbelievably good. 100 milligrams for the can, $15, but very, very strong. Someone pulled in.
Please go away. I have to do chores.
He's a true American legend.
What?
It's 8 o'clock. Let's get out of here.
Or somebody comes and wants to get a pre-roll.
Yeah. Can you get one CBD pre-roll?
Okay. Is it on? Yeah. Oh, okay.
It is, yeah.
There's just like beef in the one.
I got you. It's always foggy because of the fucking temperature shift. Again, I don't know, it kind of looks cool though with the Silent Hill kind of vibe or whatever. It's all foggy as hell.
I'm looking for my wife, Maria.
Yeah.
She's not here. That thing where she's like, what? And he's like, she's not here, or whatever that I showed you.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good.
It's like when your Target hasn't seen your story or whatever you posted. I still need to play that. Like, Rob bought it for me, the new one.
Yeah.
And I didn't finish it. I played like 15 minutes.
Damn. Yeah, there's so many games that I bought that I have to finish too.
Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll go and play Silent Hill. That'd be
Do
fun.
it, dude. Yeah. I think I'm gonna play some Pokemon Gold later.
I've been stuck on Mass Effect.
That's good too. Well, stay safe, homie.
All right,
I'll
bud.
catch you later.
Yeah, man. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'll be here Tuesday with you.
Sounds good. Drive safe, okay?
Okay, bud.
Hello, hello. Is this angle okay? So I passed out around 10 or 10:30-ish after eating some ice cream. I had like a sugar crash, and then I woke up at like 1. And this is usually, it's fucking crazy, but this is like, as far as like, there's no way that I'd be able to do this with any other job in the world probably, but because I don't have to worry about getting up in the morning, I do this a lot more often than I'd like to say. I pass out around 10, wake up at like midnight or 1 or 2 a.m. and then I stay up till like, I don't know, 6 or 7, go back to sleep, pass out till noon, maybe noon or 1. I'm always going off of 3 to 5 hours of sleep throughout the day as opposed to 8 hours straight. Let's say something like last night, you know, I did, and the night before I did sleep, you know, plenty. So it's like on the weekends I get like a good 8 hours for a few days, and then throughout the week I just am so used to it. And I kind of wanted to start doing, you know, and not put too much pressure on myself because I don't want to be turned off by music, and I don't want to be turned off of making these videos. I tend to, anything that I try to do when it comes to an online presence or anything that I post on the internet, it's as if I will go really hard at it for a couple weeks straight, maybe a month or so straight, and then I will just kind of get burnt out on it and resent it because it feels like it's taking up all my attention and not making me any money. And with this, I am just having fun. Like, I'm not putting pressure on myself, and I'm just trying to create something sort of genuine and authentic as far as who I actually am as a person. Because I don't know if I've ever, I feel like I've done plenty of that too. I just mean I want to, you know, be as honest with myself with this shit at this point, and honest with you all. So, you know, I'm sorry, I don't make a lot of sense a lot of time, but what I mean is a lot of times I look at this as like I'll look at making videos as a part-time job, I guess, and I'll kind of slave away at it for a while. I really put my all into it. And, you know, that's usually from a place of like expectations that it's going to go somewhere. But I've realized like I don't really need that. I just want to kind of make something for myself to look back on more than anything, you know, and have like something. Before I get older and before I really start to, you know, my body and my mind start to go, I want to get an idea of who this person is, I guess, through the presentation of these videos. So, what I'm getting at with this is like I want to start try to maybe write a song a day. I definitely wouldn't. I don't know if I'll be able to do it every day, but I've never done that. You know, what if I try to write a song every day or as you know, as often as I can? And I feel like I've been slacking on it. Like, I've not been writing songs that much the last year or so. Last year or two, maybe, last few years. Not as much as I used to, at least. I used to really go at it hard. And lately I'm just kind of, I just wanted a break from it. And now I feel like my break is gone long enough. And I've realized I don't get as much joy out of anything in life outside of playing guitar and making music and making videos. I think everything else, and the song I'm about to show you all that I wrote kind of is about this. Most things in the world are underwhelming, and I've talked about this, how bored I get from just everything. But yeah, I've a problem with just feeling very underwhelmed by most things in life. I've realized I hate and I can't stand every single, like most social events that I've been to. I don't like weddings. I don't like parties for small things like people having a baby or they graduated. I think all of it is a big fucking waste of time and an excuse for people to be the dumbass consumers that the corporate fucks want us to be. So it's not even spending the money and or the waste of time aspect of it that I think of, or the waste of energy. It's not that. It's just, it's so silly. I've known people that throw parties for everything. There are people that are constantly trying to like get this high off of these moments, you know. And I've realized like that does nothing for me. The only moments that I get something from are when I am having a conversation with what the fuck was that? I swear to fucking God, that was the guitar. That did not sound like that at all. I swear to fucking God, that little like. And I will never be able to reproduce that sound, and that totally sounded like a fucking fart. But I swear to fucking God, that was not. There's no way I'll be able to make that sound again. Oh my God, I have no idea how or why that made that sound, but you probably didn't even fucking hear it. Never mind. I'm probably, that was just, that caught me off guard as far as how specific that sounded. There's like a specific, you know, specific materials that you hit them just right. It sounds like pure flatulence. And I definitely, and the fact that this is posted at all, I'm not going to cut that out, is just all the proof that you need that I didn't actually, I'd be too embarrassed to post that shit. I think that's a crazy thing. A lot of like women or just people, what's funny, it's significantly more women than guys, because I guess it's like a fetish thing that some dudes love, like fart fetish shit, but there are so many chicks on Instagram, so many women that like post videos of them farting, and I think A part of me thinks it's fucking hysterical. Here, let me lift this up a little bit. This is kind of pissing me off how low this is. A part of me thinks it's fucking hysterical, and a part of me is absolutely repulsed by it. A part of me, like, I can't tell if I think it's funny or not, because I think, as far as women being so, oh, come the fuck on, get up there. Women being so, like, shameless about it, like, the ones posting that stuff are, like, so, like, they're really owning it, and they're so proud of it, and I think it's, like, so hilarious sometimes, and I send it to my buddies that find that shit funny. My one friend, really, one of my friends that finds it as funny as I do. But I think it's also, like, genuinely fucking, like, disgusting in a lot of ways. I'm more disgusted at how many dudes are out there probably jerking off to it, you know? Like, women farting on camera on Instagram. It's just wild. It's just wild. Also, I'm always really shocked at how many of them are, like, attractive women doing it. There's so many hot chicks that do that, and OnlyFans, and just some pretty wild shit. It's amazing. Like, I think it's really amazing as far as women being unapologetic like that, and just being like, fuck you, I don't have to be woman, like, you know, I don't have to be so feminine or whatever. Like, that's totally understandable, but it's shocking how many of them do. It's not like it's one out of millions. It feels like thousands that I imagine. There's gotta be like thousands of them that do that. So anyway, that's my take on modern fart culture, I suppose. But what was I talking about before that? I want moments in life to feel very important, I suppose, and I want them to feel not even big, but I personally love my own involvement in things and my actively doing things and doing something. And to be honest, the guitar and music, and the reason I like a lot of the things that I have at home is because of, like, the reason why I love this stuff so much is because of how these things have always consistently given me those moments. Music, watching movies or TV, reading, playing video games, and, you know, maybe trying to browse the internet less. I go on the internet way too much. But all these things are literally all within my grasp. Like, they're all so easily accessible, and they are consistently giving me the not even dopamine that I want, not even that hit of that I like, that the, you know, these moments in time. I personally think all these things are consistently giving me satisfaction with that in some way, or things that I'd rather spend my time doing than going out. What was I saying? Yeah, I don't like weddings. I don't like anything that's I don't like anything that feels like a quick fleeting high that most people do. I think most people love these, you know, their desires and their undying need for escaping into consumption or these social constructs. It feels like people crave that so much because there's a lack of something that's special in their lives. Like, there's not, like, this is special to me. Music is very meaningful to me. Very meaningful. Like, the reason I quit playing live gigs, the reason I don't want to do it anymore is because I like, a big part of it is, yes, like, I was sick of people not really paying attention to what I was doing, or really, you know, that was the main thing of it. And why is that? Is because it's too important for me for people to not pay attention to it. My performing and my music and what I am doing musically is always the most important thing that I'm doing in my life. And I'm sorry that most of the world doesn't give a shit about that, or that most of the world, just to my fellow artists, my fellow musicians and writers and everybody else that's into this, I'm sorry that the world is so spoiled with everything that we put out in a continuously excessive amount, that they're so extremely numb to it. I'm sorry that people have officially, you know, they don't give a fuck about this stuff anymore. People don't give a fuck about music or art or anything anymore. Ever. They only care about the immediate high that they get from making money, having sex, and doing drugs and drinking, and the online online media, social media, the addiction of all that is very real because of how much it feeds that immediate you know, that immediate high of it. I think people just always want these quick and easy highs. And I'm just, that's not enough for me. You know, I feel very, from a human standpoint, not you know, not physically, but spiritually emaciated and not fulfilled. I feel a lack of satisfaction most of the time with that stuff because it's not really scratching like the itch that I want. That stuff feels like it's scratching like the surface of my brain, but I want something to like get into the nucleus of my, I want something to like fucking scratch the fuck out of my inner, like the inner, like innermost parts of my brain, because that's the only thing that makes me want to wake up in the morning. You know, it's the only thing that makes me give a shit about like continuing at all, or it makes me give a shit. It's what makes me care about getting the most out of my life and trying to do things that are important to me, which is what's important to me right now, is just making these videos for you all and doing something that feels meaningful to me. If anything, if it doesn't feel any meaningful to me, to anybody except for me and 10 other people, like that's plenty. You know, and as I've said before I deleted, this is where I was okay with deleting a lot of those videos, because I will repeat myself so much that I guarantee I'll say everything that I wanted to in these clips than I did in those. You know, what I will always point out is that I lost my train of thought. I'll get it back 1 second. Maybe not. Whatever. Yeah. Oh yeah, like I've said before, this is the smallness of this, or this being kind of what it feels like. If it's almost secretive and not a lot of people watch this, it's almost cooler to me. I've realized that I also want to post a lot of these clips on my story at this ridiculous hour. It's like almost 4 a.m. It's 3:53 a.m. and it's like I like the idea of making clips of my songs or demos that I'm working on in the middle of the night and sharing them on my story on Instagram, and never posting. Like I'm kind of like I'm in a time where everyone's posting an excessive amount of videos that are permanently there. How many people have like literally thousands of posts on Instagram? And you know, even celebrities, even people that are like popular and people want to see their shit, no one's gonna see that shit. No one's ever going to watch 1,000+ videos of something. You know, the reason most people won't want to start One Piece is because a fucking 1,400 episodes of something is not like a casual, it's not a casual experience. It's you're literally living and breathing that for a couple years if you want to, you know, watch an episode a day. That's still 4 years, essentially, of watching that fucking show. You gotta be fucking kidding me. So yeah, in a time where everything's kind of an unnecessary amount of permanence, I'm outside of this vlog or anything I post on YouTube, which is where I'm not wanting to post like too much on my music channels, because I like there being less on with my music stuff. I don't want to overdo it and feel like I have to post. You know, I have all the equipment to make like high quality like music, and then I end up like spending hours on mixing it and adding stuff to it, and it's just, I don't want to do that. This is so easy. It's so easy to just kind of throw the camera on and record and go for it. Is there a way to check the battery while it's recording? I don't think so. But I want to be able to, yeah, like I like the idea of creating scarcity again, or creating things that are very present and in the moment. Like if I post only on my story, or anything that's just, you know, going to go away in 24 hours or whatever, which is just that, right? You know, I love the idea of if you don't catch it right there in that moment, you will miss it. I love the idea of my stories on Instagram being more lit than anything that I post, or people wanting to see those, or like some live clips or whatever. And again, creating some like exclusive moment with an audience. I think the thing that really is lacking is such a direct like call and response to the audience. It feels like there's, you know, through the digital world of the, you know, the online world, it feels like there's all these windows that you're kind of having to shift your perspective through. Whereas, you know, I like the idea of kind of, you know, this probably doesn't make any sense, but I like the idea of kind of going through. I want to go through this. Like, I like the idea of getting, like, this not being like a screen. I like the idea of feeling like I'm giving something to people directly, and that it's only meant for you in this moment, and that it's like supposed to be something special. I want things to feel special again, is what I'm trying to say, and I think that kind of helps with that, is creating something that's either, you know, brief and fleeting, or you know, just very momentary. No different than like live music or things that are live. You know, when we watch live performances, it's a good and bad thing that it's only in the moment, and then you kind of, you know, you'll never forget those moments. There's certain, even though I hate theater and I don't really care for a lot of live music, just period, a lot of live music is just kind of boring or kind of sucks. I will never forget the ones and the performances that have stood out to me or made an impression on me. You know, those things definitely, there are good moments like that. Like, honestly, watching Blue Man Group in like 2005 for me was one of my favorite experiences, or around that, so 2006 or 7, when I visited my dad up in New York, like that. Like, we went to New York City and watched the Blue Man Group, and that was one of the most amazing experiences I've ever had in my life. Certain bands that I've seen as well. I watched Bombay Bicycle Club about 2 years ago, and that was amazing. That was amazing. You know, certain people that just, you know, these moments, I've realized what a lot of things, you know, fall back into it with human beings. A lot of things go back to just stories and moments and things that we were kind of sharing together. And I guess I just want things that I share with you all to feel like they're for you, and that they're, you know, that it's just kind of me giving something to you directly, or giving something to the people that really want that, or are craving that, or are just great, are you know, appreciative of that. That's the most important thing to me, is are the people, are you guys that are watching these videos, like, if you're really enjoying it and you look forward to it and you really appreciate what I'm posting, what I'm putting on here, you know, that's so fucking incredible. That's so fucking special to me. And anyway, I should get to the song, I guess, but that's all I'm trying to get at, is I guess I miss, you know, I'm so nostalgic, and I'm such a, you know, I really look at what my era of when I grew up, my upbringing, 90s and 2000s. The reason I bring that time up so much is because a lot of things did feel special, and in that time, a lot of things did feel like they were exciting and fun and just original. And at some point in the mid 2010s, you know, it just started to get really repetitive and lazy. I think the pure laziness that I feel from a widespread, you know, perspective, like my outlook on just majority of things in life in general are very, especially in the arts nowadays, are just super lazy and not good enough. They're just not good enough. And that goes back to, okay, well, what are most events, or what are most of these social things going to have, is music and people serving food and drinks, and then a bunch of people. And it's just, I've always hated that shit. I've fucking always hated that. The amount of weddings I've been dragged to with my ex-girlfriends, where I'm talking to a bunch of people that I know I'm never going to see again, and I'm probably drinking and eating a little more than I, you know, would prefer, because you feel this like peer pressure. You're just constantly thrown into that. All right, now we're eating, and now we're drinking, now we're eating, now we're dancing. You feel that peer pressure of like, well, if I don't eat or take part in this moment, you know, then I'm, or, you know, join everybody in this thing, then I'm being a dick, right? So it's, I hate it. I hate it so much. Like, how many of those things just feel forced is really what I'm trying to get. I feel like most things with these social gatherings and events are forced as fuck. And I fucking hate it. A lot of things in South Florida are like so not that cool. So they're so not interesting at all. Like, I rarely ever get excited. And I guess the absurd part of this is that I barely fucking go out. So I can't. That's where a lot of people will be like, well, you don't fucking leave the house. You don't really do much. You don't go anywhere. So, and I do. Like, I just don't do it nearly as much as I used to. And I'm sick of spending money. as I'll mention that in this song as well. I'm tired of that shit. But I've been out plenty. I've been out, and I still go out consistently enough to I want to be wrong, is what I'm trying to get at too. Is like I really want to be wrong when I go out and be like, I'm probably not gonna have fun, but let's see if I do, you know. And sometimes I do. Sometimes it's a mix of both. Sometimes I have a fun moment for like 20 minutes, and then the other 3 or 4 hours is kind of lame. You know? And of course, if I'm with a good group of friends, I don't feel that way. But like the reason I don't go out by myself or want to do things to try to like, you know, go to more of these things to try to meet other people or make new friends is because I don't think I'm gonna like anybody, and I don't think that I'm gonna. I don't think that's even gonna happen. I don't think most people are even friendly at all. The amount of times I go to a bar and I literally just not even go on my phone. I'll just sit there staring at the wall and just kind of see like, will anybody say hi to me or anybody talk to me at all ever? Not that I expect everyone to make the first move or whatever. Like, of course, maybe I could be more of a social butterfly, but anytime I've tried to be, anytime I was throughout my life, like people are just, you know, giving me the Gen Z stare, as people would say. No, they give me the just off-putting vibes. They're just like not entertaining that shit. I think most people look at me and they think that everything. I don't have any fucking idea how people view me, but what I mean is I feel like there is a vibe, definitely an off-putting vibe that I put out. Like just what I'm saying right now is very obvious when I'm out in public, and I make it clear that I don't really want to be there. I just kind of not forcing myself to be there, but I make it clear that it's like, you know, you don't have to talk to me, I don't have to talk to you kind of energy. And because I guess I was so used to that at gigs, like solo gigs, I would just sit at the bar, just sit by myself at a table and drink and just be by myself. And I kind of liked that. I honestly don't mind being completely by myself and not talking to anybody out in public. It's nice. Like, I really love it. Because the amount of times I've been forced into conversations with people that I'd rather fucking not be talking to is awful too, you know? That's what sucks, is like my gig life made me feel like I'm not really going to get along with most people, because most moments that I've had, and what's fucked up is the people that I do like to talk to or do enjoy their company, they don't live here. They were probably here briefly visiting, and like South Florida is so, people just pass through here and then they're gone, and so there's no permanence in anything. And then the people that are around here, honestly, a lot of people in the music community and just people in general around here are fucking alcoholics and drug addicts, or people that are addicted to spending money on you know, frivolously spending money on superficial things. It's just, that's like those are like the 3 categories of people. There's like the fat, lazy people that are alcoholics, basically, and then there's the drug addicts that are like, you know, freaky and homeless and whatever, that just have so many issues. They're all the addicts that have so many fucking issues and can't ever get over their fucking drug addictions because they have nothing else going on. Here's the thing: is if you have an addiction, if you're addicted to drugs or alcohol, you got to find a hobby. You got to find something to do. Props to Steve-O for like doing his podcast and doing things, even though it's a little like he's so obsessed with himself in a lot of ways. And I know a lot of people say that he's so shamelessly like sells his entire being, but that's what he has to do to not do drugs. Like, he is seriously he has to have that addiction going to something, and that's, you know, good for him. It's what keeps him off of that shit, keeps his mind busy. If you have an addiction, you're not doing something to like spend your time and put your mental energy in, you have to find another addiction, and it has to be a healthy one, or one that's giving you some satisfaction outside of getting high, you know? But, you know, even weed, to be honest, like, I try to take it easy with this because I don't like when weed makes me like anxious. There's so many times where I'm like, oh, weed is nice, and I'm like smoking it and it feels great, and then I smoke that littlest bit too much, and I'm like fucking anxious and paranoid at 4 or 5 a.m. suddenly. So that's why I've been cutting back on that. You know, even though I smoke, like, all probably think I'm a total stoner, big pothead who smokes a lot of weed, but not nearly as much as other people. Not nearly as much as anybody else. At work, a lot of times I have to be like, no, I'm fine, or, you know, not smoke as constant as I could, you know, and it's because I don't want to be anxious. The amount of times I'll like get very high and then I'm suddenly talking to customers, I'm like, holy fuck, I'm in reality, I'm in a meat skin prison as a human being. Oh my god, I'm a fucking person. Oh my god, I'm a person. Oh god, I'm living in this world and then I'm gonna die and then I'm gonna die. Oh my god, like that's what's going on through my head a lot of times. Oh fuck, I'm alive. I have to fucking. So anyway, to summarize my main point, and I guess this song, in the words of Earl Sweatshirt, I don't like shit, I don't go outside. I don't like doing anything. No, I in my own words, what I will say is, I have no problem leaving the house and going out and doing stuff, but nothing brings me as much joy as this, right here. Making this video for you all, playing this guitar, and looking around at all of the stuff that fills my heart up with joy, which is my physical media and my retro video games and TVs and just all of this stuff that makes me feel genuinely happy and excited. And it continues to do that. I get like the things that I enjoy doing and having. If I didn't have this stuff, I'd be a pure minimalist. Like I could honestly just have one guitar and have nothing and have like the best time. I could have nothing in here other than this and at least a TV. I need a TV or a computer or something, but the reason I have a lot of this stuff is because it helps my art. Like I will sometimes throw stuff on the CRT or throw like an old movie on or something while I'm playing music, and it just like makes me feel a certain way. There are a lot of these, you know, as ridiculous as it sounds. That's another thing too, is the people down here are like a bunch of hippies. So I feel like anything that I say, it's like all spacey and like, ooh, art and, you know, the metaphysical world, man, you know, fucking like all that hippie shit like pisses me off so much because I hate how many people are like that. You got a lot of jam bands down here, a lot of people that are like, they're just fucking hippies who don't wear shoes and they smell and they're fucking annoying with how like, you know, how bullshit, how their entire personalities are filled with a bullshit enlightenment when they are actually like drug addicts and alcoholics. I hate hippies almost as much as Eric Cartman does. I fucking hate him so much though. As far as like how bullshit the entire culture is. Grateful Dead, Deadheads, all of it is an entire bullshit thing past 1969. Anything that, if you're a hippie outside of the 60s and 70s, you're fucking like, I don't want to say you're a loser. You're not. I gotta stop calling people losers or fuckheads or thinking like looking down on people so hard. You're just, you know, lame. It's fucking lame. You should probably get another personality is all, because hippies are fucking, they've been done for a while. Like no one really, I don't know, like that shit. Like that's my biggest, my if someone wants to make me feel absolutely miserable, put me in a room with like a bunch of yogi like hippie chicks riddled with tattoos and astrology. That is my like biggest, and specific, not even what, just people. There are a lot of guys that are like into that shit too, I feel like, but the tarot card, horoscope, fucking bullshit, like hippie garbage. It's just funny to throw, like, I feel like it's predominant, a lot. The only reason I mention women in that is it's like more acceptable, like it feels like more women are accepted as that as opposed to men. You know, I think like a lot of guys just see the bullshit in that. It feels like there are those two types of people. There are a lot of like women like that, and then there, when I think of like most men, I just think of like lonely, sad, pathetic dudes in their houses like gooning and playing video games all day. Like there are a lot of people, a lot of like just, when I think of most guys nowadays, especially, and that's why I bring up, you know, poking fun at women more, is because there's not really, there's nothing going on in most guys. Like guys are so void of, a lot of men nowadays are so void of like anything at all. Like they don't really do anything outside of like playing video games and maybe like chatting with their friends in Discord and like working some shitty job. Like men's lives are so non-existent now, as far as like nothing exciting going on, that there's really not much to say. That's what's funny. That's what's funny to me about a lot of people is like, you know, I only poke fun at women so much because they're so loud about it in person and online, that it's like fun to poke fun at women because of how much self-confidence they have with themselves and how loud they are about their personalities online. And then men are extremely like reserved and private and like non-existent, because I feel like they're very aware of, they know very well that their lives are boring, like nothingness, you know? And I'm sorry if you're a guy and you feel that way, but like, you literally can pick up a guitar or like go and find, so you can do something that like just takes you out of that repetitive daily ritual of just sitting around and doing nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I sit at home a lot, and obviously, and like I do a lot of shit on my own, but I want it, every second of it. I want every single smidgen of my life to have purpose. So I'm always constantly trying to fill it with something of purpose, whatever that happens to be. You know what I mean? That's why I'm making these videos. This is why I'm trying to have this moment where I just get all of this out right now with you. And I know I say I'm going to make these shorter, I'm not going to do these rants, but I feel like that might be an appealing part of this as well, or at least like, you know, just, I realize that I'm okay with not being mysterious at all, and I'm wondering if I go to such great lengths to leave like zero mystery about who I am before I die. Like, I kind of want to bring out like every bit of who I am in all art forms and in all like sorts of mediums that are designed for me to present myself. I'm like always just wanting to share every bit of that, I guess, with the world. Not even you, the viewer, not even YouTube or the internet. It's just like just the world. Like, the idea of putting myself out there so much before I go just sounds fun, and it just sounds kind of interesting. And how lucky and unlucky I am to be in a time where that's so very, very desired, or people like really like that. How annoying it is that there are a bunch of people that don't have personalities that are doing that and just taking up space on the internet, and that fucking just, again, like wasting everyone's time. But thank God there are a lot of people that are that should be doing that, and or just, it's also very interesting that people are willing to watch anything. I mean, if you were watching these vlogs and you're seeing me talk for this amount of time and just seeing what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis, there's something very fascinating about that too. So I guess I go back and forth so much of just like, what is the point of all this? And also, it all has some, you know, some sort of purpose or some sort of meaning behind it. But again, what I was saying earlier, I don't know how much of it actually feels special. I don't know if this feels special. Maybe this is just something people throw on in the background to pass, you know, fall asleep to, or to just kind of have as an ambience. That's totally fine. Nothing wrong with that. That's kind of what YouTube is. The amount of times I watch shit just in the background, especially specifically with YouTube, is very, I mean, I don't know. I don't like watching anything in the background unless I've seen it like a lot and I can just listen. I love certain TV shows that I've seen and I can just kind of rewatch them in the background. But I guess I've made my point. I love the idea of things feeling important, and this very moment with you all is extremely important to me, and I feel very attached to this reality that death makes me feel. The idea of dying, or the idea of anybody else going away in my life, whether through death or just in general, I get very sad because I am so attached to this world and this reality in a lot of ways, which is why I get very upset and angry when I don't like it and when it pisses me off and frustrates me. But I feel extremely here. I feel so alive constantly. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying embracing the way that being alive feels, and not wanting to like get away from it with drinking. I always bring up drinking because a lot of people love to drink, and I'm really happy to see a lot of people don't drink anymore. But unfortunately, I don't know, are there any like other social things to do in my area that I live in. In South Florida, there's really nothing else to do to meet people late at night outside of going to a bar. There's nothing else. There aren't people going to like libraries and hanging out, reading poetry to each other and shit, and at like 12, midnight or 1 or 2 a.m. That just doesn't exist. Like, anywhere. That's fucking dumb too. Like, how cool would that be? I would 100% go to a coffee shop or some sort of place where there's, a late night crowd that, and not that people can't drink at those things, but where it's supposed to be a more chill thing, where there isn't loud music, where there isn't a bunch of crazy shit happening and people wanting that extreme energy, like that extremely intense and high energy of like loud music and everything. It's not that it's too much for me. I'm not like some autistic person that can't handle that sensory overload. Like I can handle it. It's just like, feels like it's numbing as opposed to, it feels like it's numbing my brain and my body as opposed to like making me feel bigger than myself or feel like more, you know. I rarely, I don't know, loud music is fun, but I also love playing loud music. I just love playing, you know, music at home is just the perfect. I don't think listening to music anywhere outside of home is the best. Like listening at home is the best experience, you know, especially if you have decent speakers, or that in the car. Music is meant for being at home and in the car, but going out, it's so much fucking energy. All right, let me get to the fucking song. Now, I don't even know if I remember it because how long I've been fucking talking. So I just wrote this tonight, wrote this in the last couple hours. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Here we go. Home. We're gonna cut that. I wanted to get a better take of that anyway. All right, here's the actual take. Cut that. Home is where I belong. You don't want me around here, no. I'll only bring you down. 'Cause I don't ever seem to like anything that most of you do. To me it's all a waste of time. I'm so tired of spending all my money. Everything is always underwhelming. Or maybe it's me. Yeah, demo. What I love, I feel, oddly enough, I feel most comfortable recording demos than anything else. Because in the studio, like, I feel very weird singing and playing separately, but you kind of have to do that to get a good mix. So, it's very, very bizarre for me to not play while singing and not sing while playing. And recording guitar is, it's like two opposites too. Recording guitar feels like I can do it in 1 or 2 takes. Singing, I'll take as many takes as what I love working with JP from Surfer Blood on this album right now is that he's good about like knowing if we got enough or not. I'll like record all day, like I'll record the same song, this just take after take after take after take, but because we're focusing on getting it done efficiently and in a timely manner, it's you know, he's good about we got in, like knowing when we get enough takes or whatever. But anytime I listen back to my singing and when I just listen to my stuff on tracks, it's not that I don't like my voice, but I just feel so weird. I just feel so weird hearing it, and a lot of times I question like how my voice sounds, because it's almost as if, what I realized recently about myself is it's almost as if I have to play while singing in order to feel more connected to the music itself and to like feel my voice adapting to it in real time or something. Like it's not that I can't sing without it, it's that I'm significantly less comfortable singing without playing. And at the same time, honestly, just recording anything in general makes my nerves shoot up a lot, and then I get very like paranoid about the permanence of it. Like, oh god, this is it. This could be the, like every take I'm thinking in my head, this could be it. This could be the one, and then I'll end up getting very kind of tense or just kind of, I don't know, I get in my head about it a lot. So it's weird how recording demos and all my voice memos, because I know it's not going to be a permanent take too, and I know that it's like, oh, it's just a demo, whatever. In a weird way, it's like I'll end up being more relaxed and sound more vocally comfortable, or like not better, it's a comfort thing. When I sing on tracks, I'm not uncomfortable, I'm just, you know, that whole approach to it, or the like I said, the permanence of that and knowing that we have to kind of keep it moving because I'm spending money, you know, it's not like I can just sit there spending 10, 12 sessions on singing. Well, it's not worth it. It's not worth it at all, you know? And so that's where people like, you know, will use a lot of pitch correction or do things to just like, all right, well, that take was like fine, we'll fix it in post. But I try to, you know, I only use that if it's absolutely necessary in like certain beginning or tail ends of lines or certain things where like, you know, maybe timing of, like I do a lot of, with my singing, I do a lot of like ascending and descending into notes that I'll be honest, like I use pitch correction here and there on tracks if it's like while I'm going up, I didn't like get the timing right. Say I'm supposed to do a note like this, like sometimes I'll like not get to that second note on time. So sometimes it'll be like and then like, you know, when you hear it back, it's like that littlest bit flat because the note isn't reaching, you know, it's not getting to the right note in time. This probably will only make sense if you play music or you sing, but I'm wondering if anybody else out there gets like very anxious about just recording in general. I love and hate recording so much because of that. I think I'll only feel like most comfortable when I can just live in a studio, as far as like just be there all day, every day and get as many endless takes that I want. But I don't know if I've ever felt recording any music that I've ever put out or felt like I was able to relax enough because I was so focused on getting it done quickly, as opposed to just enjoying it and being able to just go at my own pace, you know? Because it's their time too. Like I'm hiring friends of mine. They're not some dudes just able to sit in a studio endless hours, you know, all day, every day kind of thing, without getting paid. Like they got to make money. So that's, and I don't feel comfortable with working with people that aren't getting paid. So yeah. So I guess this is it. I should stop here because I've been talking for too long. This is going to be I felt like earlier today, I felt like I was good about keeping everything kind of succinct and quick, and then here we are, a fucking hour-long rant, and at least the demo, a little bit of a demo there. But I'm going to not hold myself accountable or put pressure on myself to write songs every day, but I want to I want to write as many songs as I can and write just a bunch of shit. I really admire like Paul McCartney in that way, as far as he's just got a stupid amount of music. He's my favorite songwriter of all time, obviously, and I love him to death. So as far as how his work ethic, I'm obsessed with Paul McCartney's work ethic, and I think any musician in the world could benefit from embracing that mentality with it and just getting addicted to the. I personally am addicted to songwriting, like writing yesterday and writing like today, and just like getting back into it a little more recently is reminding me of why I need to do it, why I love it so much, and why I want to spend all my time writing music. I resent my phone and social media and the internet for taking up time in my life that I could have spent playing music and making music. But at the same time, I don't think it's a bad thing to get a break from that and just kind of mindlessly look at bullshit. There's something therapeutic about that. Sometimes when it's an addiction, it's too much of an addiction now, but there's oddly something. I've had moments where I was super anxious or just very felt uncomfortable, and then browsing through social media, oddly enough, calmed me down. You know, as far as it's a good distraction. People love it because it's a distraction from something. You're able to just distract yourself from what's on your mind by absorbing a million little quick fucking things. That's what I feel from it, at least. But I really love this, and I can't question, and I can't ever stop doing what I'm doing as a songwriter, and I can never stop moving forward, and I can never I never want to is what I mean. I never want to slow down in that aspect, and I only feel more confident as a songwriter as I continue to write songs, and I just love it. And at the end of the day, I really feel nothing, and I don't feel any more joy or any more satisfaction from anything in this world other than playing music and playing guitar. You know, I am absolutely crazy about this. I'm so obsessed with it. And only when I'm doing it am I reminded of how obsessed with it I am. But I guess that's it. I am going to continue to explore all of these things and find meaning in whatever this can give me. I want to find meaning in this, and I want to find purpose in what I personally feel I was meant to do in this world, which is play music. The main reason I would love to find success in it and really make it and make money with this is so that I don't have to do anything else, so that I can just dedicate my entire life to it, and then write more songs than I could than I could have ever imagined, and write and really get out as much of myself into the world that I can before we all burn up in a giant heat gas or whatever. before climate change absolutely irreversibly changes the way we all live in this world. I think I've been thinking about that a lot lately, and I hope that science, it feels like a race. It feels like there's a race between science and climate change. And unfortunately, a huge war against the rich and the poor. And I don't know what to think of it. Or I don't know what's going to happen. But whatever happens, I'm really appreciative of you all, and I'm really glad to share these moments with you, and I'm glad to find the time to do this. I'm glad that I'm grateful that I want to do this and want to when all hope feels lost, I feel that entertainment and escaping in healthy ways is a really necessary thing. So I love you all. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.